Happy New Month, everyone. It's July. Happy New Month. Happy New Month. Let's tell our neighbors Happy New Month now. Yeah, it's July. Second half of the year started already. Good morning to our online viewers and everyone present physically to another episode of Hardbond Monday Mental Fitness. And our topic this morning is maintaining positive mindsets. It's maintaining positive mindset. And to relate it with every one of us that are Gen Zs, and I know the millennials in the house as well, are aware of the fact that there's something we're calling steeze and composure outside. So we can also say maintaining steeze and composure. So you want to try to discuss on maintaining positive mindsets today. And our content for this morning, we're going to be going through introduction. We're going to be discussing how you can maintain the positive mindset, the universal applicability. So it applies to young professionals, applies to salespeople, and as well, an ideal life. Then we're going to be looking at practical tips towards positive mindset, because to everything we get to discuss on Mondays, we have to also see how we can practicalize and implement some of them into our daily lives. So firstly, we're going to be discussing what is positive mindset. So this is not something that is new to everyone. So this is attitude or mental state towards whatever we're going through at a particular point in time. Looking at the good aspects, not focusing on the negative aspects. Because if you tend to look at the opposite of what positive mindset is, you're talking about a negative mindset. But as relating positive mindset, we're looking at the good aspects of whatever we're going through, a situation, a challenge, an occurrence at a particular point in time. So it is the ability to also, take opportunities in challenges. When you're facing a challenge, you take it as an opportunity, to solve a problem. That is when you find out you also have a problem-solving skill. If you look at the image at the right-hand side, it says impossible is possible, unable is able, unsolvable is solvable, and undoable is doable. To every word, basically, there is a positive aspect to it. So as young professionals, as salespeople, and as the general day-to-day life we all go through, we experience each and every of this. So the next slide, we're going to be talking about how to maintain positive mindset. So there are lots of ways on how we can maintain positive mindset as young professionals, as a salesperson, because in the field, we know what salespeople experience. And in life generally, life is a package. So at every point in time, different parts are unfolding. So number one is self-awareness. How can you become self-aware? How can you become self-aware? Number one says, recognize negative thoughts. Recognize negative thoughts. I will agree, everyone will agree with me that we all know the difference between a negative and a positive thought. When something is negative, when something is positive. Then secondly, we have to practice mindfulness and meditation. Not everyone practices meditation, but from this session, we're going to be seeing reasons as to why we should practice mindfulness and meditation. If you look at this image very well, there's a difference between being mindful and mindful. When you are mindful, there's a lot of stress there. There's a lot of stress there. You are almost everywhere, but you are mindful. There's intentionality in it. You are ensuring that your receptors, which are your eyes, your mouth, your mind, you're manning a gate such that the content you are consuming, the news you're listening to, the words you're saying, the things you're thinking in your heart are towards a positive direction. So negative thoughts is like something that basically leads to having a negative mindset. Like I said, you know the difference between negative thoughts and positive thoughts. To practice mindfulness, you get to achieve on becoming self-aware of the fact that, this is a negative thought. How can you achieve mindfulness? Taking your time, being in a quiet place all by yourself, intentionally reasoning as to, this challenge I'm facing, what are the causes? What are the solutions I can profile? Do I have a problem? During those times, you are able to find out, I have a problem-solving skill. Your gifts, the talent you have, you are able to put them into play to ensure that the things that are happening can be tackled. When you're facing challenges, you're seeing the opportunities rather than the negative effects. As a salesperson, you go for a sales pitch. Before going for sales pitch, you want to be self-aware of the fact that, oh, I'm going to meet a group of people. Can I face this group of people? You have to reaffirm to yourself, yes, I can do this. Because if you kick off on the note that I have targets of 50 million naira, I've met just 5 million naira, how do I continue like this? The month is almost ending, or the month has even ended. 5 million out of 50 million. What do I get to celebrate out of that? There's something called small wins. You get to celebrate small wins before you get to your bigger wins. So taking the step of believing that, oh, I'm self-aware of the fact that I've just done 10 million out of 50 million. It's with that mindset of, oh, I can do more. I did the 10. The consistency is the most important thing. The ability to push forward takes you closer to the larger goal. So you have to be self-aware, and how you can do that is practicing mindfulness and meditation. They are very, very, very important things to do towards achieving positive mindset. Secondly is celebrating small wins. To celebrate small wins, there's usually a goal. I have a goal to achieve. But before achieving those goals, you want to try as much as possible to ensure that your goal is smart. So you have to be specific, it has to be measurable, achievable. All those are words, right? But the major thing is putting it into action. And if Adbond as an organization, or you as a young professional, you're looking at your professional journey in the past 2-3 years, oh, what are the things I think I can do? What are the other assignments that are awaiting me in the future? You have to stay in the fact that you have to reaffirm yourself on the fact that, oh, these are the things I can do. But to do more, I have to learn more. So there's capacity to increase. So if you have that mindset of the fact that, oh, these are the things I can do, the capability to want to learn more will push you further to things you can do more. So you have to celebrate your small wins. They are very, very, very important things to do as an individual, as a person, because the smaller things you achieve and you celebrate them, it takes you towards the larger things that await you. And number 3 is positive affirmation. Positive affirmation is key. It is key. Positive affirmation is key. There are those statements you say to yourself, to your consciousness, to stay woke. You know, if you look at the image, it says it's cutting out tea. I can do it. You're looking at the work aspect of what you have to do. I have the ability. I have the capability. A lot of stories we have come across people that don't have the skill. They apply for a job and you find out that you are getting it done, you are learning on the job, and you've gotten better. So a lot of things you can get done. Could it be physical fitness, health-wise? You also affirm to yourself that I am healthy and strong. In saying those things, it propels you to actually want to match your words with your actions. Am I actually healthy? Okay, these are the things I need to get done to be able to actually, know that I'm saying this to myself and I'm true to my words. Because for every affirmation you're saying, you have to key an action into it. Professional growth. Am I growing professionally as a person? This career path, am I growing? You have to be true to yourself. I'm growing professionally. I'm capable of this work. I have the ability. So things like that are very, very, very important. So use daily affirmation to boost confidence. It also helps with your mindset. There are 2 different kinds of mindsets: growth mindset, fixed mindset. How positive minded you are determines which part of those mindsets you would have. And it is important to have a growth mindset, because if you keep staying at one point year after year, you are at the detriment of losing out big time. So use daily affirmations to boost confidence. When you step out, before you step out, affirm to yourself, I'm beautiful, I'm wonderful. A lot of people have that challenge. Men looking at me, what you perceive first is, this man is black. A lot of people tell that to my face, and personally I know I'm black, but it's not a bad thing. Melanin is good, right? That's like, if you count out the benefit of melanin alone, it's to propel you to actually want to have a skin like mine. So when people say it to me, I know that is who I am. I accept it, and I don't form an attitude out of it. It could be your beauty, it could be how you look, it could be how you smile, it could be how you talk. When people affirm those things to you. Don't take it the wrong way. So replace negative self-talk with positive statements. Like I said, positive affirmations are statements that key into your consciousness. So you have to consciously engage yourself with positive words, with positive affirmation. It goes along as affecting self-esteem. So as a person, you want to hold yourself in high esteem before even other people help you hold it up. So they are very, 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 very important things to do. And consistently write these things down as well. I think Mr. Oluwagbemiga takes delight in ensuring that he speaks and reminds us of the fact that what journaling, gratitude does, right? If you're writing it down and it's happening in the next 5 years and you still have that book well studied and you go back to it, there's this fulfillment you achieve that, oh, I'm on the right path. So it's put a lot of things to check for you, and it helps you visualize a number of things as a person as well. Number 4 is surround yourself with positivity. Very, very important. Surround yourself with positivity. You want to be around people that encourage you, people that support you, people that inspire you. When you're talking about inspiration, it could be a mentor. You have people you look up to. So it is very, very important you surround yourself with positivity. And one of the ways to actually achieve this is by the relationship you keep. You have to really watch out of the relationship that you keep, the group you find yourselves. There are a lot of group out there, but you want to be sure to be in the right one. And to also ensure that positivity is something you are feeding on day after day. Things like the books you read, the movies you watch. I mentioned earlier that our receptors, the eyes, the mouth, the mind, are very, very important gateways that when they come in, they sit down there. You can decide to say, oh, I'm not thinking about it. But because of the content you've digested, it stays in your consciousness. And the ability for it to very manifest is very, very, very powerful. So in maintaining positive mindset, you want to be watchful of the books you read, the movies you watch, the people you listen to, even the news you listen to early in the morning. And a lot of people might have problems with the fact that, well, all the news channels says almost the same thing, but different people have different values. So you just have to do research. If you are following Instablog and you see all sorts of news, you are wrong. If you have not unfollowed them, you're wrong. So it is important to take steps towards this and learning to say no as well to commitments that don't align with you. It is very, very important. It is very, very important. But don't get me wrong. If you love Instablog news, why not? You can keep following and following. In building a supportive network, it requires keeping healthy relationship. Relationship is what you need to build network. There was a time we had a training on your net worth is your network, or your network is your net worth. Yeah, I'm Mr. Steven Awoyemi. So it is important to have very supportive network, not just network that are supportive. They are encouraging you to do more. They are inspiring you to do things that are extraordinary, things you would do that would basically point out that, oh, I'm making a difference. So I think last year when we were going to Oyo camp, the car had a very minor issue. The cap of the what's it called? The radiator fell off, right? And we were just halfway between where we are going and where we are, in the middle of nowhere. And it was very, very wonderful that the people around, basically they improvised, right? We had to take there's this corn stick. After eating the whole maize, the remaining shafts was what we used from to cork the radiator properly. That was not my idea. Those were the people, and because left to me, I'm like, where do we get something new, right? But the people around, because of the network that was around at that point in time, they improvised that. We used it. We got to where we were going successfully. We came back till we fixed it, and that was based on the fact that we had people that could easily provide solution, and based on the network available at that point in time. So it is very, very important to build yourself with a supportive network. So that is that about surrounding yourself with positivity. Then the next part says resilience building. View challenges as opportunity for growth. This part, you are facing the challenge true, but you are looking at the solution to profile. You are aware of the fact that this is a challenge. This thing is beating me down. But then you are not giving in. You are providing solution rather than complaining of the situation. You have to develop problem-solving skill. Problem-solving skill is one thing you will find in 1,000 million CV out there. right? So it's a sellable skill, it's a sellable value. As a young professional, as a salesperson, these are skills you need to have. They are very, 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 very important. So resilience helps you, it helps you big time to really face challenge and maintain a positive mindset. Positivity, as it seems, is very, very easy to achieve. Just the way you have good habits and bad habits. Bad habits are easy to form, but you have to change the narration that bad habits should be hard to form, good habits are easy to form. So you have to ensure that you are striving towards having a positive mindset. Then practical tips towards achieving positive mindset. Number one is daily gratitude. You have to keep a gratitude journal. It is not easy, like we said. Take small steps. Learn from my story, my fitness story. You don't have to have the whole book and write the whole full pages. Even if it is one line. One, I did this. I woke up safe. I did something wonderful yesterday. I achieved something wonderful yesterday. Bit by bit, you are building up momentum. You are building up the habits before it becomes a routine. So no one expects you to buy a book and finish the whole book in one day. Just take it gradual and gradual. And reflect on positive experiences, right? Take out the good in all you've experienced yesterday or what you're expecting for the day. It is important that it is the positive part you're bringing out. It's not easy, but it is doable, right? Then secondly is healthy lifestyle. Yeah, one of the ways to maintain positive mindset, as easy as it is maintaining an healthy lifestyle, exercising, few minutes, few seconds. You don't necessarily have to go to the gym and be lifting the dead weights. Your body alone is weight for itself, so you can gradually do exercise regularly, balanced diet, and for sufficient sleep. When you have, there's a saying that says health is wealth, right? When you're healthy, you are wealthy. You don't need to take pills, you don't need to do that, you don't need to do otherwise, because it's sustainable, it sustains you enough. Then lastly is continuous learning. In as much as we're talking about positive mindset, how does learning enter? We're talking about capacity, ability to know, oh, I can do something. You get to a point where you think you've exhausted your marks, but what you need to do is learn more to be able to increase that limit, to be able to raise that bar. So you want to seek new knowledge and skill, right? There's always addition, research is going on day after day, so there are going to be new ways on how to do things differently. So you have to seek new knowledge, stay curious and open-minded. There are some people that are trying new things. It's very, very, very risky for them. So you have to stay curious and open-minded to positive things. Open-minded to positive things, not negative things. So this is very, very important. So these are three major things you can practically put into heart to achieve positive mindset. And to the conclusion part, it says consistency is key, right? Take from the celebrating small wins, taking small steps. You have to consistently take those small steps. 2024 started. We started with January 1st. We're in July 1st now. It's like 182 days apart. So consistency is key. Consistency is key. It is very, very important. Small changes leads to significant impact. Still on the small step, you make a difference with those small steps you're taking. So it is very, very important. Embrace positivity as a lifelong journey. It is not just something you want to do for a year. It is something you want to continuously and consciously, participate in to get the better part of what having a positive mindset is all about. So you want to ensure you are consistently doing it. You are taking the small steps. You don't necessarily have to take the whole big step all at once to achieve what you need to achieve. Then also ensure you are embracing positivity. And by embracing positivity, you try as much as filtering the news, the things you listen to, the movies you watch, the book you read, the content you are consuming. Because once something enters the consciousness, once something enters the consciousness, it will take great work to take it out of it. So thank you very much for listening to those online. Thank you for staying with us through the session. If you have questions, recommendations, do well to drop them in the comment section. And that will be all for now. Thank you very much.